It's just a quick rundown of a Buell bobber rolling chassis that we just did. Getting ready to tear it down for final TIG welding. So I thought I'd take an opportunity to run it down for you. The powertrain basis is a 2002 Buell M2 Cyclone. This would have been one of the last. This did come out of a tube frame. It's not an XB. So this would have been one of the last of the tube frame Buells. Our customer Jim provided the front wheels, the front wheel, the rear wheel and tire, the forks and the handlebars, and the powertrain, of course. And we built the rest from scratch in-house. The frame is what we call our bull neck thugster frame. It's got a 2-inch down tube, and we call it the bull neck because it's got a bull neck. That's our standard battery tray with our logo CNC laser cut in it. The oil tank probably looks familiar for you guys that watch all our videos. That's the oil tank project we did. That's our universal license plate bracket mounting kit with the what I call Star Treks, with the gussets that can be used to mount the plate on either side, vertical or horizontal, pretty much any position. Right now everything is just tacked for final weld later. This is the brake setup that we sell now, so that guys can use their Buell brake setup. It's what I call a tethered brake mechanism. This part here and this part here, these two parts are stock Buell, provided by the customer. The linkage and the tab are part of our kit. The idea is to be able to use that brake and the bracket without a whole lot of work. There's some dog bone fender struts, a flat fender. One of Fab Kev's really nice stainless steel seat mount kits. Chain tensioner that we got from Monster Craftsman. Pretty heavy duty. Pretty impressed with it so far. I like it. The exhaust, this was a couple weeks work. The black part, pretty much what you see from the headers to about here, is stock Buell. On the stock Buell, this would have came on around the front and crossed over, and then the muffler was on the other side. So I maintained that. When I built the exhaust, I maintained the headers coming out of the heads, and then the silver part is what you see that I used to join it. The collector is off the stock pipes, and then I just took some 2.5 tubing, and then Jim's going to run a super trap. That's why the 2.5 pipe. He's going to mount a super trap and come on up from here. These bars are 7/8. This is something that the customer brought us in when he brought us the parts for the roller. It's just a kind of a generic Sportster tank, and instead of doing the like the factory Sportsters have, where you have a tube that runs clear through the frame, we just took some of our bungs off the shelf, and we've got some heavy rubber washers between the tank and the bungs that mount it to the frame. Stock Buell running equipment on the front. It's according to Jim, I didn't realize this, but that year, in those years, they had a separate, there's a second flange on the other side, but I guess the second brake was maybe an option or an aftermarket concern back in them days. I don't know. I'm definitely not a Buell expert. That's The old-fashioned ironhead Sportster Kickstand that we use on our builds a lot, just because it's heavy duty, it's all get out. It's got a nice wide flat foot on it, which makes it nice for those hot asphalt, hot summer days. You don't have to worry about your bike digging in and falling over. And that's pretty much the rundown on this slick little Buell. We're going to be offering this in some version, maybe a scaled down version as a kit, like we do with a lot of our stuff.